What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel. Today is one of the biggest, most exciting days for me. As you can tell behind me, the TRX is here, the red eye is here. We are at Mass Acceleration Motorsports. These guys are about to freaking kill it. So they're doing a lot of work. I'm super excited. There's a lot of cars in here. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it yet or not. I haven't talked to them, but as you guys know already, I talked about it. The red eye is getting built quite a bit, honestly. There's going to be a lot of work done to it, and the TRX is going on the dyno because, well, we want to see what it actually puts down to the ground before we start building this monsters. And by the way, guys, Mass Acceleration is one of the top best performance shops on the East Coast when it comes to Mopar. My buddy Aaron just got his let's say a 4-digit charger done very recently, so that should be a review coming up really soon. So when I heard about it, when I've seen how that thing performs, I knew this was the shop I wanted to go to. So without further ado, guys, let's get this video going. Alright, so first and foremost, guys, as this video goes, the main project or the main focus of this video, of course, is to get the TRX on the dyno. There's a lot that has to happen in order to get it on the dyno. First off, that is not an all-wheel drive dyno, so that means they have to turn off the transfer case and unhook the front drive shaft. So at other shops, when they told me that that's what they had to do, I wouldn't listen to them. I didn't want to do them, but MXA, they know what they're talking about. They do this on a daily basis, so I have no worries about them doing all the work it needs to do in order to put it on the dyno. Yeah, so they're going to be doing that. I'm going to guess if it's 702 horsepower at crank, I'm guessing it's going to be, I want to say, I hope 610 to the wheels. That's like my guess. Nobody's really dynoed these yet, or I haven't seen too many videos of it, so I'm excited to see what it puts down. And that'll be like our base platform to start out, so we know how high we need to go in order to get it to wherever we're trying to get it to. And of course, the red eye just got dyno. That did 685. The goal for this car is 800 wheel. Now, that is something that should be attainable. I'm not too worried about getting that done or actually getting to 800. What they're going to be doing, of course, is, well, a ton of work, and they're quite busy, as you can tell. That's John up there. That's the guy that was at the track. He literally does all the tuning. He does a lot of the work. He runs the shop. So super cool guy. But they're going to be doing the upper and lower pulleys on the red eye. They're going to be pinning the crank. They're going to be doing 1340 injectors. So those are massive injectors, not like the 1000cc that most people do. So we're going all out because we are planning to build this thing a lot more after. So we're just not wasting time. We also have a drive shaft, a one-piece aluminum drive shaft they're putting in for us, which they usually don't do, but thank you, John, for taking care of me. We also got a diff brace because we know that there's a lot of wheel hop that happens with these cars, especially being how heavy they are. So that's getting done. We have a 309 gear on the way as well that they're going to be installing for us, the rear gear. So that is going to be, God, this sucker's going to be torquey as heck. So I'm super excited, man. Like, this is a lot of fun for me. So let's see what they do. They're having a little bit of trouble getting that truck in there because that thing is just literally 8 feet wide. So not a lot of garage doors can actually fit that thing. But without further ado, let's just take a look around, talk to John maybe if he's not too busy, and just see what's going on. So there's a lot of sick builds out here. I love the wrap on this Challenger. There's a Magnum in there, I guess is what it's called, that hatchback looking Charger. I love it, but this shop is insane. So there's a lot more action happening in the background as well, as you can tell. But golly, that thing is such a tank. That's so fun to watch. It takes a lot to get that thing on the dyno.
Okay, Josh.
Look at that, it barely fits. I love it. All right, so we're gonna let them do their thing right now. So like I said, they are gonna be unhooking the front drive line, of course, because no need for the front wheels to spin since it's a rear wheel drive dyno. And they're also gonna be turning off the transfer case or pulling it out is what he said. So it shouldn't be too hard, but that is literally the only way you can really get that thing to show some numbers, because it's a 145-inch wheelbase, which is super long, and most dynos just can't fit that thing on there. I had a few just literally backed out and said, yeah, there's no way unless we pull the drive line, and told them that's not happening because I don't want anybody really touching it. So one thing I'm gonna say right now that I haven't really told John is that, I don't know, maybe I'm just hearing stuff, but I feel like there's a tick on the Charger. So I definitely want him to look at that before they start doing all the work. But it sounds so weird, like it's almost like a misfire at low idle. It does backfire a little bit while driving, which is weird, and I swear I hear a tick at idle as well. So maybe I'm hearing stuff because I know red eye has dual fuel pumps, so it does make that noise with the injectors, and it's a little bit louder when it's pumping fuel. But I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with that. If there is, then we're just gonna modify the TRX first. I don't know. But like I said, we're doing the upper and lower pulleys. We are going to be doing 1340 injectors, pinning the crank, and quite a bit more work as well. So there's a lot that's going to go into, of course, unlocking the PCM and the tuning the transmission as well. So this thing is going to be a monster. So when we get it back, we're putting it, of course, on the radios, 4 stars, and back to the track to actually put down some real numbers on this thing. So let's make it happen. By the way, guys, this is like Mopar heaven. There's so many cars out here. I'm not gonna lie, I love that purple Charger, man. That color is sick. I think that's from factory. I think it's plum crazy purple is what it's called. That looks so good. So they are going to be pulling the transfer case right now, or the drive shaft, and we'll go from there. So got the whole family here waiting on the truck, and Isabel and everybody. So what do you think is going to put down? Any guesses? If it's 702 at crank, how much you thinking?
654. 654.
Oh God, what? Yeah, you're probably way off. I'm not gonna lie.
How much did the red eye put down?
685, but it's got a bigger blower than the truck does. So my black Charger put down like 650 to the wheels stock. So
654.
yeah, except it's 2,000 pounds more. So
Well, I mean, there's that.
God, there's so much going on in that shop. I just don't want to bother them. There's like 10 techs in there working on all kinds of stuff, from wiring to motors to all kinds. But by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, heard this guy really likes to spend a lot of money on building cars. So hello. There's another shop in there. Something scary just started up in that shop too. I think like literally every shop out here is like a performance shop. There's always something getting built somewhere. Ooh, that sounds rowdy. So he said he's thinking it's gonna hit 580 on the dyno. So probably gonna owe Jason a little bit of money if that's what happens. But as you can tell, they did unhook it there. So front drive line, I just gotta figure out how to strap it down so it's not slapping anything. Make sure transfer case is all good. But this one is a dyno jet, guys. So dyno jet different, of course, than Mustang dyno. Doesn't matter for the most part. They all read about the same and accurately. So what we'll do is, of course, since we're doing baselines on this one, then we know once we get work done on this thing, they'll give me a quote for that as well later on. Then we'll put it back on this stuff, of course, make sure to see what the actual increase in power is. But oh man, I'm excited. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention, guys, 1,200 miles on the TRX and 800 miles on the red eye, and that red eye is already getting built and the TRX comes right after. So as soon as they get done with that one, we're gonna start on the truck. That way I have some sort of content to bring you guys. But we're gonna be ripping it on the street, on the drag strip, everywhere. I'm so excited. This is gonna be a crazy season. So if you haven't subscribed yet, drop a like, drop a comment, and I promise you you don't want to miss out on this.
Miles on, because that was about as extensive of a setup like that as we had done at that point.
Yeah.
And my dad was here, and I needed to just put some miles on it, so I went and got lunch. And we went out and got on 16, heading north on 16, and I just jumped on the throttle to get a log of it and got out of it. And my dad's sitting over there. My dad's been around racing, his whole life. Had some fast cars, been in some fast cars. Kind of going. He didn't really say much. We got back here, got out of the car. He looked at me and was like, "That is easily the fastest car I've ever been in." Nice. I laughed at it.
Of course, guys, that's John, like I told you. So he's talking about Aaron, my buddy, which you're gonna see in an upcoming video. We're gonna do a review on his 4-digit horsepower Charger, so that's gonna be fun. And this is the place he uses. He's always here, always. If he breaks something, he doesn't just put the same part back on. It's something different. So it's always fun to see how he modifies them. But John, this guy's a genius, straight genius. Responds quick to all the emails and stuff. So right now they're checking to make sure the driveline is not slapping around anything for the front axle or the transfer case. So as long as we're good, we're putting on the dyno, we're set, man. So everybody's saying 580. So I hope it hits 600. I'd love to prove some people wrong. If it hits 600, that's pretty much like a factory freak. So that would be awesome. That'll be a good platform to start with. But let's see what happens, guys. They're about to strap this bad boy down. Got the whole crew here watching.
Where the crew is.
Getting them early into the race cars.
I don't know. I think we'd have to plug into it this
So he just told me it hit the rev limiter or speed limiter at 5th gear or 6th gear, so it wouldn't even let him get the full power. So they had to do it in the 4th gear pull. So I wonder what it put down, man. This sucker really wants to haul. So if it hits the speed limiter already, that means like I think the speedometer is at 120, which I'm pretty sure it's set below that because it's a truck. So that's gonna be interesting. We're definitely gonna have to tune that out because we wanna put the power down. Once you do that, of course, you wanna go past 100, 120. So I wonder what it put down. I wanna walk over there and see what it says.
I want to say like 116 or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
He'll know more because he was in the car, but
Yeah. What's the dyno numbers?
we haven't got it yet.
Oh, really? I got you. 116 is not bad though. To limit a truck that high. Wow.
Yeah, in 5th gear it cut it short, and then 6th it cut it about 1,000 RPM shorter than that. So it's hitting the speed limiter.
So that was a 5th gear pull.
That was 4th.
That was 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So I mean, once these get tuned, we'll just tune that out, right? Just like the same as on the
we
red
can
line.
adjust that.
That's gonna be fun. One car at a time. Those some monsters.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely gonna be a sleeper, man.
Yeah. 117. That's all.
That's all he's got. So you said that was a 4th gear pull, huh?
Yeah, the last one was 4th.
Wow.
I could actually take it out. Yeah, I did 5th gear, and it was like I felt it stop, and I was like, it's only about 55 or 5,800. So I went back and looked at it again. Well, I tried 6, and it stopped like 4,500. And I was like, okay.
Wow. This thing's got so much potential, guys. You have no idea. good start right there. Now we just need a quote from them, and let's get this sucker a lot faster. So that's the game plan here. 580 and 544. I'm impressed, man. All right, Jason, you got it right. You always get it right. Whatever. But I guess you have more experience than I do when it comes to these things. But look at this graph, guys. I just want to show it to you real quick. 580 and 544. Look how consistent, how smooth that is, man. Just straight ramps up and goes. Just something about Mopars. You just can't beat them, man. They're just so torquey, so much horsepower for no apparent reason. In the 4-door freaking sedan and in the 4-door truck, a massive 6,500 pound truck, but here it is doing work. God, dude, they got so many sick cars just parked everywhere. I love it, guys. But like I said, I'll definitely post a link for Mass Acceleration Motorsports. These guys are awesome. They're phenomenal. John is straight genius. He knows all his stuff. He's like flying out to Florida to make sure a car that he's modifying does well at this racing event. I mean, he literally stands behind his work. So I'll definitely post the stuff here. I'll post the graph as well. I'm so excited. There's just so much that's going to happen this year, guys. You don't want to miss out, I promise. So without further ado, if you like what you're seeing, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription. That would mean so much to me, that we can keep up with everything that we're going to be doing. Street racing, drag racing, all kinds of events. So there's a lot happening. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You're awesome. Enjoy your lives, enjoy your cars, enjoy your trucks, and I will see you next time. Peace.